First, we need to remove the ratchet plate that holds the tension on the spring. Please take note that the hose is in its home position, not extended, as we want the least amount of tension on the spring inside. Next, we will remove the center screw. Then we will remove the 4 screws that hold the center portion of the ratchet plate. These 4 screws, together with the 2 outer screws, is how we get to the point of releasing the tension from the reel. Now once these screws have been removed, all the tension is held on the outer 2 screws, as shown. Now using your ratchet with a 3/4 or 19mm socket on it, it is important to hold the tension on that center nut with the 3/4 socket while removing these screws. Try not to let the ratchet spring too fast. You will feel the tension. Just let it unwind slowly in an anti-clockwise direction until all the force has been removed. Now that the tension has been released, you can easily pull out the outer ratchet and also the inner ratchet. It's a good idea at this time to reassemble these items using the 4 screws that you removed earlier. They only need to go back in hand tight. Please be careful not to over tighten and strip the threads. So now it's time to remove the side plate by removing the 4 screws. Rotate the plate clockwise and lift out, noticing which side. Note that the position of the adjuster hole will go to your left and the latch will be on your right when fitting. Once fitted, rotate the side cover anti-clockwise, lining up the holes for your 4 screws. It's now time to insert those 4 screws. Now we will install the ratchet plate which you assembled earlier. Please make sure to line up the splines for an easy fitment. Once it snaps in all the way, we are ready to put tension. All the Macnaught reels come from factory with 2 turns of tension once the hose is in its home position. Please note the arrows on the ratchet plate showing to turn clockwise to add tension. You can pull the hose out slightly and wind a little bit of tension just so it snugs up. Now you can start your tension with 2 full turns. The ratchet will hold in place while doing these turns. Fit the 2 outer screws to the ratchet plate. Now it's time to insert the center screw on the shaft. This just needs to go down till it's snug.